I think this is a shipping bag. Hey, everybody, we're going to do a little unboxing here. Jim is currently trying to open very gently a bag of flour. We're testing something here. This flour is from France. And what we've heard is that many people who are intolerant to gluten or have a gluten sensitivity are actually intolerant to a genetically modified variety of wheat that we have here in the United States, commonly known as Russian wheat. It's got a shorter growing cycle, so it's quicker to grow.
Dang it, Bruce, too.
And likely. So what do we have here, Jim? Can you translate the French for us, please?
Farine de blé. I don't know what the heck blé.
Tous usages.
The flour of what?
Bleh.
All-purpose.
Okay. Okay. All right. So this is all-purpose French flour. So this would not be that same Russian wheat that we see here.
Oh, recipe idea.
In the United States.
Tartine facile. An easy pie. An easy French pie. Ingredients.
So it was recommended. It really does look like an easy French pie. Yeah. So it was recommended that to try this. So because Paige has a gluten intolerance, we are going to try to make challah bread. Challah. Okay, that's enough of my joking.
It's good for you. It's good for something else.
Using this special flour. Okay. So we'll check in once we start the actual mixing process. The recipe is a tablespoon of active dry yeast, a cup of warm water, 3 tablespoons white sugar, half tablespoon salt, 1/3 cup canola oil, 3 cups all-purpose flour plus another 1/4 cup, and 1 egg for basting, which is optional. I don't know if we're going to do that or not. And sesame seeds. Don't like the sesame seeds. I don't like the seeds. Okay. I don't want. Yeah.
What do you put on your bread? What kind of seeds?
Butter and my teeth.
No,
that's what I put on.
Do you put on bread?
None.
Caraway seed.
No caraway. Or I put bird seed on it. When we start there,
might be all right.
What is wrong with you? Okay, and apparently we mixed this all up in a plastic bag. So let's get started. Jim is now opening up the yeast, which we're going to put in the bag here. And then we also add the water.
I gotta let that get going.
Jim's going to warm water here. It sounded like that.
Yeah, I know. It smells like.
We've added the oil, the sugar, the salt. What is we supposed to? All this goes in a Ziploc bag.
How much flour?
Water, yeast, sugar, salt, 3 cups of flour. We've added the oil as well. So we need 3 cups of flour, which Jim is now going to get from the Happy French flour bag. Literally, the instruction says, give the bag a little shake. Don't work too hard. Remember, it's a lazy challah.
Okay.
Lazy challah.
You're not going to get it all mixed in there.
Then place the bag in a bowl of warm water for 30 minutes. Okay. All right, there it is, sitting in the warm water bowl. And what's our next instruction? We are now joined by the lovely Paige Soule.
Remove from bowl,
yes.
Shake, release air from bag, and place on the table for 1 hour.
On the table?
Yep, flip bag every 20 minutes.
Don't we add another?
The dough should be very wet. It will start to bubble and self-knead. Whoa. After the 1 hour, add a 1/4 cup flour.
Okay, so now, Jim, shake it out, release the air.
Okay, so remove from bag. Okay.
Yeah.
Release whatever little air we've made here. Okay.
And then we got to add a 1/4 cup of flour, right?
No.
No, not yet.
Place
After.
on the table for 1 hour.
1 hour, got it. And then return to binge watching Ted Lasso. Okay, that's awesome.
Okay.
Flip
Right.
and flip every 20 minutes.
Every
Did you seal it back up?
Yes.
Okay. Seal it back up. Okay, cool. So, see you in 20 minutes. Yeah. So, there's Ted Lasso. And keeping it here so we can flip it over at 20 minutes. And Jim's putting a log on the fire. All right, it's been 1 hour, and we're looking at the bubbly dough. And after 1 hour, we're supposed to add
1/4 cup.
1/4 cup of flour, and then beat the crap out of it again. Give it another shake.
Give the bag another shake. This makes the dough not stick to the bag. Leave the bag for 1 hour, 30 minutes to rise. It should still be wet. If it's not rising, flip it over and knock it down.
Okay, but right now it's just 1/4 hour, and then a 1/4 cup, and then we leave it for how long?
An hour and 30 minutes.
All right, let's do that. Flour is in, and Paige is going to give it a shake now. There you go. Again, this experiment being done to see whether or not the gluten in French flour affects you like the gluten in American flour does. Okay, do you need it all in there? Okay. So now we leave it for an hour? Hour and a half. Okay, setting our timers, people. All right, I've got pan ready. We've got the egg wash ready. And we are basically at time right now. So we're going to turn out the dough, make 3 lumps. The lumps are coming.
Okay, this is a big lump.
Mm-hmm.
That looks pretty even.
All right, and now you're supposed to roll them into ribbons. There you go, just like that. You're gonna need 3. There we go. Okay, so we got our 3 long pieces. Now the braiding can begin. Looking good. Looking very good. All right, on to the tray we go. It's time for that egg wash. Do we do the egg wash now or after 15 minutes? Probably doesn't. Right, egg wash is going on. We're braided up, ready to go. With the non-American flour. It's looking really good. The yeast smell, of course, is just delightful in any kitchen. And it's very late outside. As a matter of fact, it's very dark. I'm sorry,
I
what?
tried to teach you how to braid with my hair.
You did try to teach me how to braid with your hair, and I just wasn't getting it. So that's why you're still here. Although you wanted to go to bed, I said, no, you're staying up. But I will stay up and supervise the baking of the bread.
Yes, and I was like,
Next step is 15 minutes to let it rise. So we'll come back in 15 minutes and stick this thing in the oven. Alrighty. We have an oven preheated and we are going in. Enjoy your time in the oven. Alright, it's getting a little bit late here, but I think it's time to see how the bread's doing. Everybody else in the house is asleep. So let's take a look here. Hopefully I don't burn myself. Well, that is not a bad looking piece of bread right there. Now, I'm sure anybody in my position would be thinking, well, we should wait till everybody else is awake before we try this bread. But if you were in my position, I think you'd be disagreeing with that. So I think I'll give it a try. Okay, here's the piece I'm going to have that's got some butter on it. And I will tell you right now, you can taste the difference between this flour from France. And we'll see how Paige likes it in the morning. Right, so how is the challah bread greeting you, the gluten intolerant one, this morning?
It tastes very good. I am anxious though, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so that's hardly an end to the video. That's like a prelude to volume 2.
My neck and back will start hurting.
How soon after you consume?
A
Couple hours. And you had your first piece today at what, 9 o'clock?
Correct.
Okay, so it's 10:30 now.
Yeah.
So it looks like a positive result.
So
Okay. Well, your husband did something wonderful for you. You might want to give a shout out to me and say how great I am.
you are amazing.
See?
It's so cute.
And at the end of the day, really isn't that what matters. All right. Thank you very much.